I really just want to do like a full port, you know.
This guy shows up after the decision. What a loser.
Hey, last time we made $7 grand on the eval accounts to get them past some oil. Do we do it again on this new one?
That was wild. That was so wild.
Long goal, 3-minute EMA.
This long right here was on a new eval I bought this morning. Let's just do it again.
Order rejected. Wow.
This a long oil right here? What are we thinking?
Dude, the eval accounts today, I got 2 of them. They're doing good today. I had an accidental long when I went to lunch and I forgot about it. Here's what happened. Those are some of the best trades.
All right, come on, oil. Come on, dude, give me some.
What you trading in gold? What letter?
I just got the GC1 exclamation point on TradingView, so it should be the most recent one.
Be J, I think is.
Yeah.
Jay is the one currently on the one trigger he's hooked up with.
Hey, let's go, Will. I see it.
That was a good one.
Well,
That's one. Here's the other one. Both good.
Amazon is getting a little perky.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh.
Back out of this ring. Can fly up there to VWAP.
Ooh, right here. Can we slap that right there against 915?
Probably can't. Right there. It's the same highs. Maybe everybody went to the beach. My internet's better now.
Oh, you took the Amazon, made $200? Hell yeah. Nice. Fucking score.
Little scalpy scalp.
Is it coming back in?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of got it late, but I got a little bit here. I got it at 98.
If I make $120, I can go ahead and withdraw a couple grand from this account for a payout. Let's go.
Yeah, I need to finish that one. I gotta find another couple trades here to get that one over the benchmark. The active
Jordan.
account.
Yo.
Can you hit that? I just text you.
The what? Oh. Yeah. For the YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay.
Fuck it.
Sí, soy yo.
Sí, soy yo.
You need to text me the number.
I did.
I should be in Puerto Rico right now. Puerto Rico.
All right, you should be good.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Jordan,
Yes.
what is your code for Apex?
Wolfax.
I want to buy 150K right now. I'm gonna use your code.
Let's go, baby.
You guys have tried Lucid.
So
Cool.
that's the next one I want to try. I've heard
Lucid
some really good
accounts
things about
cooked,
Lucid.
dude.
Google's announcing Vibe Design. Some headline. Apparently, Adobe is getting hit and Figma on that.
Lucid.
I like the rules on Lucid. They have some good accounts.
Let's see. I'm checking them out right now.
How much is 100? or 150K over there right now with the Wolf X code.
You gotta
Trade evade
have a
prop.
look.
Rhythmic
Not sure.
data feed. I'm trying it right now. Wolf X.
Yeah, let me know
Oh,
how much
they're
the
over
100 and 150s are.
They're taxing over here. I think it's just called Wolf.
Yeah, it's just go Wolf.
Ooh,
On Lucid.
50% off for $142.50 for 100K.
Let's go.
That's not bad.
Figma's selling off on that.
What are the rules, dude? Man, like, is Top Step? Are they toasted? Like, what's up with them?
I think. I don't know. I mean, I know Emp. You still trade on there recently. Like, I don't think it's toasted, but
I think
there's just a lot
Lucid
more
doesn't
now.
have consistency on funded, right?
There's also, it's not a monthly payment, it's a one-time payment, and
That's it.
like after the month,
I just
you
seen a lot of bad people talking bad about it. I didn't know. I seen, what was it? Something
Yeah,
from
it's not
Clear Edge. They were saying like they don't recommend it anymore or something like that.
There's a lot of FUD.
All right, there we go. You have my money, Jordan. I just bought that 150.
Oh, thank you, sir.
You're
We
welcome.
appreciate you. Pleasure doing
Now,
business.
let's
Prediction
full heart
markers:
this
Trump
fucking
expected to
thing.
be impeached by January 27th.
Oh, Lord.
Wow.
Yeah, all the codes are right there on the bottom of your screen. Tradeify, Lucid, code Wolf. If you use Apex, Wolf X. Don't forget our friends at Vanquish have the options. It's
Ooh.
code Wolf over there. And then Best, of course, if you do perpetual futures, you can trade anything as long as you want over there. Kind of a different style platform. A little bit of something for everything.
Yes, sir.
So you got Lucid Pro, Lucid Flex, and Lucid Direct.
Mm-hmm. Lucid
That's
Pro
what
and Flex are probably the most popular, I would say.
What's
Direct is like instant funded, right? I think.
I believe
Shake it
so.
funded.
I'm not 100% sure, but yeah.
20% consistency rule. That's probably tough.
Fuck that. Yeah.
Flex is 50% consistency, and then
Yeah, that one's better.
Lucid
For
Pro,
For which one?
Flex.
Flex.
The consistency on
On-
that one is fine.
On
Yeah.
Tradeify?
All that matters is what's the funded rules. That's really what it is.
That's on Lucid.
Oh, okay.
So the Flex, there's no consistency rule?
I know
Wow.
there's something on Lucid where there's no consistency, which I thought was nice.
That's on a Lucid Flex
Once you're funded, right?
once you're funded, yeah. You
Nice.
need 50% consistency up front. And then no
Ooh,
daily
ooh.
loss limit.
We're coming down.
Daily loss limit, none.
Nice.
That was a good short up there, I think. I should have stayed in
Back
that a
to
little
the
longer.
EMAs.
So far, initial reaction is down.
Adobe and Figma are still selling off better.
I need to find another trade here. I gotta get this funded account to the $300 mark. I need 3 more days.
I'm about to have to run down and pick up my food. Rambo says there's no consistency on Lucid Flex in the funded.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm about to head downstairs and I'll be right back. I ordered Popeyes. Jordan, you may have to take. I'll leave
Let's
my
go.
screen up here. You may have to take it over if something happens, but just be on watch.
You're good.
I'll leave this right here.
All right, there it is. New account just showed up. Let's freaking full port. Gotta wait for J Daddy.
Stop me in.
God, I gotta make $9 grand on this account. It's not gonna happen.
It's juicy.
Not in one session. It's not. Back to the chop zone we go. Who would have guessed? Rates unchanged and we go nowhere.
Should have left that Iron Condor on. It was
I
a winner trade. I knew it. I said it's going to be just a big vol crush. That's all it's going to be.
figured the reaction would have been a little bit bigger than this, still within, mainly probably the day's range, but like that was literally nothing.
Yeah, the press conference is going to be the most important part.
Yeah. Let's see. I am up 10% on SPX. Let's go. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
I do think we get a little more fireworks here coming up. I tried this Lucid Flex. I just hate logging in everywhere. It's driving me nuts. I'll find something to trade here. That was a good little short scalp up there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if oil can't get any bid going over 100, like it gets slapped like this, $4 today.
Ooh. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oil, poppy, NQ, droppy.
What do we got on oil? Nice little stick off support.
Damn. Ooh. Question is, do I just long this right now? Fuck yeah. Let's see. Do we just long it off the zone and bounce back up? Overextended tick. We can retrace a little bit.
Yields are moving slightly lower.
There we go. Oh!
That took a long. Yes.
All right. We just made $1,000 out of 9,000. Let's go.
Let's go.
Just got to do that 8 more times. And we're solid.
Whoa, what happened?
Rug City. Nah, oil just popped a little.
Yeah, oil got popping a little bit.
Yeah, there must have been a headline on oil because they're talking about it on the Squawker. Too cold.
Qatar Interior Defense, Civil Defense is dealing with a fire at the Ras Laffan area after an Iranian attack in Qatar.
Oh. All right.
The Iranian president said that infrastructure attacks will yield nothing for the U.S. and Israel.
Holy oil candle.
Yeah.
Kind of want to short it against the 21, but at the same time, I feel like it doesn't really care.
They're not trying to say there's a negative headline on Walmart, bro. Just shut the market down. Oh, buddy, what do we got?
Walmart's getting rugged.
Yeah, it was a negative headline. Something. I don't know what it was.
This is just chop. I don't want to trade it.
I'm just waiting for Pop.
Pow. Pow. Jerome Pow.
Pow!
Are you saying Pop?
Pow? Or Pow? Jerome Pow.
Pow! Pow!
You actually saw him eat a man's? It was international waters.
Are you saying Pan or Pam?
It's Pam with a D.
Pam.
Pam. Oh, there's a D. No D. It's Pam.
Oh, there's two M's.
Pammed.
Pan?
Pam.
Pam.
Oh, what's up, Popeyes?
What's up, Popeyes? Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I need another. Do I long it here just for I need another $180 to pass this one.
He said, how about we interview you? He said, here's a shot out of the cannon. Oprah, Barbara Walters, your wife. You gotta fuck one, marry one, kill one. Go. This interview's over.
Will, I got my 202.50 on AMD.
You did? You short it?
Yep.
That's a good one.
It took all day,
It's
but
okay.
it came through.
That's okay.
It's okay, it's alright. I got something that you gon' like. Mysterious girl, wherever you are, all alone, it's you that I want. Should have hit oil just for that little short scalp off the 21. Would have made like $2,000. I gotta save this for Pal Daddy. I remember when FOMC used to be fun.
Used to be sweating in your palms before it.
Yeah, man. I remember when I had no business putting $13,000 in SPX 0 DTEs.
And they came out with 200 million.
Nah, and then I'd be down like 7 or 8K, and then I'd buy more, and then I'd come back green and make like $1,000 and be like, I'm never fucking doing that again. And then next FOMC, I did it again.
Do the same thing, yeah.
Like, that's when FOMC used to be fun. but I ruined a lot of my pants doing that. So luckily, FOMC is no longer as crazy.
Man.
Nvidia's coming down pretty hard from that same high.
I would love Nvidia to go to $100. Rug video.
No. My cost basis is like 96.
I got nothing really. And I'm out of most of the stuff.
I sold some at 200, but no. Look at the weekly on Nvidia though.
It's just neutral. I would say Nvidia's neutral.
Yeah. I mean, weekly,
Right
this
now.
thing hasn't gone anywhere since
Big base.
September, October time.
I don't know. These dailies just look so terrible. Broadcom below the 200 again. That looks not good. AMD.
Looks like a shit.
Amazon. I still think Amazon's setting up that bear flag there. We just need to break that trend line, and then it's
That's one thing. That trend line, it's been make or break.
yeah. If it holds this, it's okay. But as soon as it breaks it, it's gonna rug like $10.
Where's Tessie? I think Tessie can go lower.
SPX levels, I think you got to look for the 200. I would be looking for 66.15 would be the level I'm looking at.
There's a gap fill at
Yep.
630. The 200 is at 615, and then you have a gap fill, like a way back here gap fill at 6603.
And that low right there from 3 days ago is 66.23. I'd watch that.
Yeah,
low
so
as
I-
well. You kind of got equal lows.
So your gap fill is going to be right here that you left, 6632. You have the equal low there at 23. The 200 day is sitting right at 1516, and then the gap fill from back when was that, November?
Yeah, a long
Yeah,
time
from
ago.
November takes you to 6600. That's your levels to watch down there.
Where's that gap fill at? I don't have that on my chart.
So there's a gap right here from way back in November that I've drawn here, and then we gapped up from Friday to Monday. We gapped up, and we're sitting in the gap currently. So there's a gap fill there. So like if I go to like the 15 minute, I can show it to you really. Here's it's right here.
Let me see.
Deez, are you talking about doing a butterfly, like a straight butterfly, 25 wide? Is that what I assume you mean by that?
Why don't I don't have that gap from November? Wait, yes I do. There it is.
Yeah,
There it is. Okay.
way back
I was
there.
like,
Way back there.
what the hell?
All right, a couple minutes. So what, 3 minutes or so? 3.5.
I mean, the problem is the zero DTs are going to be super juiced premium before the press conference. So, I mean, I'd much rather, if you're going to buy it, I'd rather spread it off.
Yeah.
What I would do, because you're going to pay a premium, and if there's no news, they're going to decay fast.
Q's just at the same long spot again.
Yeah, initial reaction is downside. So upside?
Fuck yeah.
I think he's going to be more dovish. That's what I think. That's my gut. I think he's going to say inflation's probably going to be transitory. We're monitoring. He's going to bring up the jobs market. The jobs market's been weakening, and that most recent payrolls was a big miss. I think he discusses that.
Even if SPY rips, I think it maybe go to 670, which is nothing. That's just, I mean, back to the same shit from the last few days. I'd be surprised if SPY went above 670, 250 for a positive reaction and move into the close if something crazy happens. I'd be highly surprised.
I want a full port something.
Same. Technically, I should be long right here, but I'm not.
No, 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Gonna
wait.
get chopped up in here.
Well, I should have went long at 30, scalped it back up here for 25, 30 points, but sorry, we got 1 minute until Big Daddy.
Big
comes up.
pow. This is my last press conference. I will be currently raising rate. What if he comes out and he says I'm raising rates 300 basis points?
Mark zero.
We will crush inflation. If you want to crush inflation, just raise rates to 10%. Like inflation will get crushed tomorrow because no one will buy anything.
Oh, there's that nice candle on SPY. Just back tested. ES stronger bounce, I think, slightly. Yeah. I mean, nice long again area, but. And depending on how that candle closes, it might close a buy signal.
Makes me want to try gold long. Like, do they rug the dollar after he starts speaking? Then gold gets a pop on Maple Stacks double up buttercup.
Hey, give me a double stack.
Like Maple, what's your favorite kind of pancakes, anyways? Like, I gotta know.
Dude, just regular pancakes with butter and syrup. The staple, man.
The staple.
The staple. The foundation of pancakes.
The foundation. I love it.
All right, rippity doo dah. Or chop it sideways, y'all. Did Emp just rug himself?
Yeah, he got rugged. And now we got no. I don't have a.
I think Jordan can. Get
I think
into
Jordan
it.
is
Hold on.
all. Oh, you there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me bring up the Fed meeting. Hold on.
Emp streaming from the Costco
Good
food
afternoon.
court.
Fuck, where's it?
Oh, he's already talking.
Dude, how is it not
Yeah,
fucking
Emp
right
rubbed
here on the
himself
front
at
page,
the
bro?
worst time.
How is it not here on the front page? What am I supposed to do? Bro, oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
Uh-oh. I'm buffering. Come on, Jerome. Don't do this to me.
J Daddy. Downside candle
Labor
coming
force,
in.
due to lower
Bro.
immigration and labor force
There you go.
participation, though labor demand has
Okay, finally
clearly
found it
softened as
there.
well.
But
Other indicators,
back.
including job openings, layoffs, hiring, and nominal wage growth, generally show little change in recent months. In our SEP, the median projection of the unemployment rate is 4.4% at the end of this year and edges down thereafter. Inflation has eased significantly from its highs in mid-2022, but remains somewhat elevated relative to our 2% longer-run goal.
Talk about the war.
Estimates based on the Consumer Price Index and other data indicate that total PCE prices rose 2.8% over the 12 months ending in February, and that
This
excluding
is all
the volatile
this
food
all
and
this is
energy
all
categories,
pre-released, by the way.
core PCE prices rose
Not
3.0%.
pre-released, but this is
These
written
elevated
by me.
This was
prices
he's reading the
largely reflect
statement.
inflation in the goods
Yeah.
sector, which has been boosted by the effects of tariffs.
Looks like lows here.
gold's drilling.
Near-term measures of inflation expectations have risen in recent weeks, likely reflecting the substantial rise in oil prices caused by the supply disruptions in the Middle East. Most measures of
Dollar
longer-term
catching a bid here.
expectations remain consistent with our 2% inflation goal. The median projection in the SEP for total PCE inflation this year is 2.7% and 2.2% next year, a bit higher than projected in December.
ES
Our
Nulo.
monetary policy actions are guided by our dual mandate to promote maximum employment and stable prices for the American people. At today's meeting, the committee decided to maintain the target range for the federal funds rate at 3.5 to 3.75%. From last September through December, we lowered our policy rate 0.75 percentage point, bringing it within a range of plausible estimates of neutral. This normalization of our policy stance should continue to help stabilize the labor market while allowing inflation to resume its downward trend toward 2%.
Google
But the
Nulos.
implications of events in the Middle East for the U.S. economy are uncertain. In the near term, higher energy prices will push up overall inflation, but it is too soon to know the scope and duration of the potential effects on the economy. We will continue to monitor the risks to both sides of our mandate.
Gold's trying to
We
make
are
a new
well
low a day
positioned to
here.
determine the
Spy new
extent
low.
and timing of additional adjustments to our policy rate based on the incoming data, the evolving outlook, and the balance of risks. In our SEP, FOMC participants wrote down their individual assessments of an appropriate path of the federal funds rate under what each participant judges to be the most
low
likely
a day,
scenario
Gold.
for the economy. The median participant projects that the appropriate level of the federal funds rate will be 3.4% at the end of this year and 3.1% at the end of next year, unchanged from December. As is always the case, these individual forecasts are subject to uncertainty, and they are not a committee plan or decision. Monetary policy is not on a preset course, and we'll make our decisions on a meeting-by-meeting basis. To conclude, the Fed has been assigned two goals for monetary policy: maximum employment and stable prices.
Went long.
We remain committed
790.
to supporting maximum employment, bringing inflation sustainably to our 2% goal, and keeping longer-term inflation expectations well anchored. Our success in delivering on these
Covering.
goals matters to all Americans. We at the Fed will continue to do our jobs with objectivity, integrity, and a deep commitment
30
to serve
points.
the American people. Thank you, and I look forward to your questions.
Thank you. Colby Smith of the New York Times. There's been some debate about whether the
Stop it,
Fed
Andrew.
should look through the inflation that will come from higher oil prices stemming from the Middle East conflict. Is that the right approach at this juncture? And to what extent does the fact that inflation has been above target for roughly 5 years now influence the committee's thinking around this?
So, first, let me say we're well aware of the performance of inflation
There's a
over
sweep.
the last
Covering
few
more.
years, and,
Boom, boom,
a series
boom.
of shocks have interrupted
All right.
progress that we've made over
There we
time.
go.
And that happened most
Look, now we're up
recently with
almost
tariffs,
2K.
and
You're
now
selling, you're not
there will be
covering.
some effects on inflation coming forward. The
Yeah,
thing that's
covering's on
really
shorts.
important that we see this year
He has to make new
is
lows.
progress
He's like barely swept it.
on inflation
I
through
know, it's right off that
reduction
line.
in goods inflation as the one-time effects on prices of tariffs go through the system, go through the economy. That's the main thing we're looking for going into this exercise. And we need to be seeing that to sort of understand that we actually are making progress, because on net, we didn't make progress. And if you look at total inflation,
There we go.
sorry,
There you
total
go.
core inflation, it's about 3%. And some
Turn it
people
All out.
green. Here we go.
2.5 and
All out.
3%
Turn it
is
green.
actually tariffs. So we're looking for progress
70
on that.
points.
The question of whether we look through the energy inflation doesn't really arise until we have kind of checked that box. It, of course, is kind of standard learning that you look through energy shocks, but
No, I
that's
kinda wanna
always been
short it.
dependent on inflation expectations remaining well anchored. And I think now it's also dependent on what you mentioned, which is that broader context of 5 years now of inflation above target. We have to keep all of those things in mind, and the question of looking through when it does arise will be one to approach not lightly, but in the context that you mentioned.
And just on the SEP, can you help us make sense of why there is still a bias to cut for most officials this year, despite the upward revision to headline and core inflation and the essentially unchanged forecast for growth and unemployment? I'm just curious, kind of what's the genesis behind the need? What's the need for the cut?
Yeah, so, there are 19 people, and so 19 reasons, 19 individual submissions, and if you notice, the median didn't change, but there was actually some movement toward, a meaningful amount of movement toward fewer cuts by people. So 4 or 5 people went from 2 to 1, let's say, 2 cuts to 1 cut.
Just say you want to see cooler goods
And
inflation.
each person has individual, stories behind what they want to do. But essentially it is that, the forecast is that we will be making progress on inflation. Not as much as we had hoped, but some progress on inflation. It should come as we start to see in the middle of the year.
Raise them up to 20%.
Progress on
Make some
tariffs, going through
Tariffs
once
is
and then
tariff word.
tariff inflation coming down. We should be seeing that. And, the rate forecast is conditional on the performance of the economy. So if we don't see that progress, then you won't see the rate cut.
Thank you. Howard Schneider with Reuters. Just to follow up a little bit and to be clear, is the higher inflation penciled in here for 2026 solely the result of the oil shock or something else?
So that's going to be part of it. But, that wouldn't be most of core, right? So the oil shock for sure shows up here. Some of that will be in core as well. But yes, but no, there's also just the feeling that we haven't seen, the progress that we had hoped for on core goods. And on tariffs and on the rest of it. So for whatever reason, people did write up their inflation forecast that will certainly be tied to events in the Middle East and the price of oil. It's also, I think, a reflection of
I want to see
the slow progress we've seen on tariffs, which we believe we will see. It's
40
just a question
points.
of how
Come on,
long
give me
it takes
3K.
For them
Come
to
on,
get
you're almost
all
there. A
the
little
way
bit lower.
through the
There it is.
economy.
Boom.
It just takes some time.
Right. And is the lack of change in the SEPs, again, just to explicate this a little bit, more due to the expectation that the oil portion of this will pass through, or more out of concern that there is a potential blow to consumption and growth coming in the form of wealth effects with the stock market down, in the form of gas prices, diverting spending from other parts of the economy?
So I didn't get the second part of your question.
The consumer's going to be potentially diverting money to gasoline from other parts of the economy. There could be a growth shock or a redistribution of spending there that could hit consumption, wealth effects as well. I guess I'm wondering, is the rate forecast not changing because you think the oil shock is going to be temporary, or because you want to be sure you're positioned in case growth starts to slow?
So the thing I really want to emphasize is that nobody knows. The economics effect could be bigger, they could be smaller, they could be much smaller or much bigger. We just don't know. So people are writing down something that seems to make sense to them, but have no conviction. To your point, if we have if we have a long period of much higher gas prices, that's going to weigh on consumption. That'll weigh on disposable personal income, and it'll weigh on consumption. But we don't know if that's going to happen. Something quite different than that. We might have much lower than expected pass-through. So people write down, this is one of those SEPs where a number of people mentioned if we were ever going to skip an SEP, this would be a good one, because we just don't know. So I wouldn't say there's a conviction that this is going to go through quickly or not quickly. It's just you got to write something down, and this is something that is that people wrote down. We don't debate how long. How do you do that? We wouldn't be able to debate what the length of or size of these effects would be. We just have to kind of make an individual statement. And also, what you've written down before you'll be reluctant to move too far away from that, just because you don't know. It's so unclear what the direction from this particular end will be. Meanwhile, the growth has been solid, and inflation, the overshoot is mainly from the goods and tariffs. And, the labor market the unemployment rate, of course, is little changed since September. You have a very, very low break-even rate, apparently, for new jobs with little growth in either demand or supply. But the U.S. economy is doing, pretty well. It's just we don't know what the effects of this will be, and really no one does.
Steve.
Mr. Chair, in the past, the staff has suggested that higher oil prices, they have a hit to consumption, which Howard was talking about, but that's somewhat offset by increases to domestic production. I wonder if you could talk about that dynamic, especially to the extent that how much U.S. production is happening right now.
So the first thing is there is, the original thinking, the long-standing thinking, put it that way, is that you do look through energy shocks. But as I mentioned, that's conditioned on inflation expectations and that kind of thing. So, sorry, your question was?
What the staff is saying about, and has said in the past.
Yeah.
About
so there'll be an offset.
Offsets, yeah.
So that's true. We have, we're a net exporter of energy, right? So any effects on employment and economic activity and spending would be offset to some extent by the fact that our oil companies will be more profitable and they may even do more drilling. If you ask oil companies about doing more drilling, though, they're going to want to see, a consistent rise in oil prices from where they were before the buildup for the war, and they're going to want to believe that that's going to be persistent for a fairly long time. So they're not sitting there waiting for oil to go over $70 a barrel, and then they're going to start drilling or whatever. They're going to make a reasoned, careful judgment that we're going to have higher oil prices for an extended period of time, meaningfully higher. So I wouldn't say there's much of that happening, not much of it happening now, but some of that could happen over time if you see that. But so the net of the oil shock will still be some downward pressure on spending and employment and upward pressure on inflation, of course.
And if I could just follow up on Colby's question, how much do you worry that having looked through tariff inflation and inflation running above target and looking through the oil price shock would undermine the credibility of your commitment to the 2% target?
We have to do our analysis and think these things through carefully, but of course that's on everyone's mind. We're well aware of the history, but you don't want to overreact to that. You want to make the best judgment you can based on the facts. I don't think we're going to let it color our decision making more than is appropriate. It's more the thought that it's been 5 years, and we've actually had we had the tariff shock, we had the pandemic, and now we have an energy shock of some size and duration. We don't know what that's going to be, actually. And it's one of those things where it's a repeated set of things, and you worry that that's the kind of thing that can can cause trouble for inflation expectations, and so we worry a lot about that, and we are very strongly committed to doing what it takes to keep inflation expectations anchored at 2%, and I think it's important that we do that. Very important.
Nick.
Nick Timoros, The Wall Street Journal. Chair Powell, you've described monetary policy as
good old Nick.
If the unemployment rate is roughly stable, inflation moving
The Fed
sideways in the high
whisperer.
twos, with an ongoing overshoot in services and non-housing services, not just goods, and the economy doing fairly well as you just outlined, what gives you confidence that inflation returns to target over the next couple of years?
Okay. So I would say the rate
on the high
is,
end.
you can characterize it as in the high end of neutral.
Boom.
You can characterize it as perhaps more
was a good call.
restrictive, even
Emp wrote
modestly
the fucking
restrictive.
speech.
He did. He wrote those words.
That range
These
where
questions are
it's
obvious.
somewhere around the borderline between restrictive and not. Remember that a big part of the disinflation we're looking for is just the runoff of when tariffs are put into place. Of course, what they do is they raise prices to some extent, to the extent those prices the tariffs are paid by consumers on a one-time basis. And we're waiting for that process. It takes 8, 9, 10, 11 months a year to go through the system, and we're waiting for the tariffs, which were put in place over the course of the middle part and later last year. We're waiting for that to go through the system, so that goods inflation will return closer to what it's always been. I mean, it used to be for many years it was negative, and then the year before tariffs came in, it was 0, and it's running at like 2% now. So. And so that's kind of goods inflation is running at 2%. So that's not coming from standard.
Dude, just hike the rates up.
Phillips
Hike them up
curve
to
restrictive,
20%. Mortgages will be
restrictive
30%.
policy.
No one will buy.
It's coming from the runoff of a one-time thing. We also think it's important, though, to keep policy either mildly restrictive or close to that, but not too restrictive because of the weakness in the downside risk in the labor market. We are balancing these two goals in a situation where the risks to the labor market are to the downside, which would call for lower rates, and the risks to inflation are to the upside, which would call for higher rates or not cutting anyway. So we're in a difficult situation, and we feel like our framework calls on us to balance the risks, and we feel like where we are now, which is kind of on that borderline, the higher borderline of restrictive versus not restrictive, we feel like that's the right place to be.
Can I ask about core non-housing services, though? Because there are some people who think that it hasn't come down very much, if at all, over the past year. If wage growth has come down, if the labor market has loosened, why has non-housing services inflation maybe been slower to follow?
That's a good question. It's frustrating. Labor non-housing services they basically moved sideways for a year. They're at the same level, and we do expect that they will come down. But it's a bunch of idiosyncratic things. But at the same time, that is one of the things we should be seeing, because to your point, the labor market is clearly not a source of inflationary pressures, and that should really matter for non-housing services. But we're not seeing progress there. So we do, what we expect for next year is continued, what we want to see for this year rather, is continued progress on housing services, finally seeing that the goods inflation come back down because the one-time
Oil's
IWM's,
and then also
IWM's still coming down. Actually, it's had
services.
4 or
That's what we
5
like to
consecutive
see.
red candles in a
But
row.
it's a good question why we didn't see much of that last year.
Thanks, Chair Powell. Edward Lawrence with Fox Business. So in December, we saw employment numbers revised down to negative 17,000. January revised down. February posted a loss of 92,000. Is the employment side a far greater risk than the inflation side? Because we are seeing inflation. CPI is close to 2%. PCE has ticked down.
Color tie is he wearing?
It's really,
Purple.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that that's clear at all.
I'm pretty sure he only has purple hats, Zach.
So you can point to the unemployment rate being stable, and in a world where both supply and demand for workers have come down very, very sharply over the course of the past year due to immigration policy largely, a ratio is going to be a better thing to look at than job creation, for example. So, and the ratio is the unemployment rate, and it's been stable since September. So that tells you that. You can. We're at 3.0% core inflation, 2.8% headline. So we've been well above the 2%. That amount, whatever it is, 0.7, 0.8, or a full percentage point above 2% for some time.
Back in the SPX gap here.
That's a concern. We need to get back down to 2%.
He said that's a concern.
Keep focused on that, even though we do now face some new inflation from energy. So I'd be hard pressed to say that
SPX is about to hit that
more at risk than the other.
50 level.
And if I may, what happens if there's no Federal Reserve chairman confirmed on May 15th? Would you stay on?
So if my successor is not confirmed by the end of my term as chair, I would serve as chair pro tem until he is confirmed. That is what the law calls for. That's what we've done on several occasions, including involving me, and it's what we're going to do in this situation. And while I'm at it, on the question whether I will leave while the investigation is ongoing, I have no intention of leaving the board until the investigation is well and truly over, with transparency and finality. And I would refer you to the statement that was in the Fed's brief that you all have seen, and I won't have anything more for you on that. On the question of whether I will then continue to serve as a governor after my term ends and after the investigation is over, I have not made that decision yet, and I will make that decision based on what I think.
I think it's just got to go to the 200. Let's just go.
figuring you probably were going to set the dominoes off.
I wanted it a little lower on NQ.
I'm not going to have any more to say on those issues.
I'll give a second chance.
Thank you very much. Claire Jones from the Financial Times. People have drawn quite a few historical parallels with the current situation. We've seen oil price shocks in the past. Some people have said the first Gulf War and the Fed's response to that, where there was a focus on the growth risks, is the right parallel. To what extent would you agree with that?
I'm going to try
We're in a
760s.
different place
I'm
today.
along for NQ.
Thank you.
We can just get that down one more time.
It's really hard to say until we see the situation, the actual situation. In some circumstances, that might be the right case. In fact, for example, if we do see the kinds of disinflationary progress that we expect to see due to tariffs that I mentioned, I think it's hard to say, and it will depend to some extent on the size and duration of the effects we're seeing on prices, and it will depend a lot on what we can see in inflation
New
expectations.
low SPY SPX on
I just want
650.
to follow up, if I may, just on the
Alright,
BLS
just got
report
filled up there.
that was mentioned briefly there. It doesn't seem from the projections or from the comments you've made today about the unemployment rate. And
I'll take that with you.
Your
I'll come grab
view
it.
on the labour market story, to a large part being a supply side story, has changed despite the quite negative number in February. Would that be the right take, and was there anyone else in the room who thought differently in that the February jobs report was cause for concern?
So I think you have to take the two together. You know, in a way, the January report was a positive
60.
surprise, and the February report was a negative surprise. If you put them together, you get something in the middle, and I think you have to really, as you do, I'm sure, realize
SPX is almost
there
there.
was a strike and there was weather, and that's about 80,000
Full number on the
of
yes
the
here.
negative effect total on the February report. Notwithstanding that, so what do you see if you take a step back overall? There are a number
Alright.
of indicators
I
that
wanna try
suggest
it here.
a degree of stability, but the thing
We
that
can
I
bounce.
think,
We got 50
a
seconds
good number of
left.
people on the committee are concerned about is just the very, very low level of job creation. If you adjust what has been the trend job creation over the past, let's say, 6 months, if you adjust that for what we think, our staff thinks,
You get
is
to
the
726.
overstatement due to overcounting, effectively there's zero net job
My
creation.
Q's
Really,
might
could
just
just
go straight to
try
the
and go to
bottom.
32.
Actually, that looks like
We
that's
could.
about what the economy needs in terms of dealing with very, very low, non-existent really, growth in the labor force, which of course we've never had in our history.
Next spot on Q is
So
like
we've got
596.55.
a zero
We
employment.
just have to
growth
wait till we get down
equilibrium.
there.
Now that's balance, okay, but I would say it does have a feel of downside risk, and it's not kind of a really comfortable balance. So, we look at that, we see it, we get it, and I mean everybody understands the
Short
arithmetic,
gold.
and that's you can say the break even is zero, but nonetheless it's something we're watching carefully, and are concerned about. But ultimately, though, you can argue that it's a consequence of deliberate policy, which is really the changes to immigration. That's the biggest factor there, and but nonetheless something we watch carefully.
Andrew.
Thanks, Chair Powell. The economy's experienced a series of supply shocks in the last few years, COVID, tariffs, 2 oil price shocks. Do you think that is bad luck, or has something changed in the world that makes supply shocks more common, and does the central bank need to start taking account of the risk of supply shocks as a more common problem?
We did go through a long period where the shocks were all demand shocks, and so we've had a lot of practice thinking about in the last 4 or 5 years for sure. And it's just a very different thing, and a very much more difficult thing, because it does immediately raise the question of
SPY is about to fill the
tension
gap.
between
It's
two
at
parts
like
of our mandate.
663.
But
10.
has the world changed? I mean, COVID is a one-time thing, right? This energy supply shock is a one-time thing. It's not because of some broad tendency or anything, I don't think. And the oil shock with Ukraine was also a consequence of.
I think we got to go a little lower
military
first.
action. So
I think so too.
I want to see like SPX like in the 30s, but then it's like you just go to the 200 and call it a day.
That paper and that speech a number of times. A number of people have tried to make the case that is the case. And in fact, we have seen more supply shocks in the last 5 years than we've seen in many years before that. It's a fact.
Okay. You said last year that the Fed was reviewing its communication strategies, including the SEP, as part of its framework review. Whatever happened to that? And
we just
I
go
have, like,
test
5
that low at
follow-ups to that,
23. I don't know.
I guess, what would you change about Fed communications if you had the time? Thanks.
What happened about that was not much, and I'll tell you why. So, we looked carefully at many aspects of the SEP and of our communications, and there weren't.
Uh-oh.
Jay Daddy.
Jay got rug.
He's buffering.
Any ideas that had very broad support.
He was just deep in thought.
I wish we had been able to do some things, but we
Covered half
Guys, go back
gold.
to the
Give it break.
Next year we'll
Get off
take
the
a look at it.
internet.
I'm sure he will.
We go to 730s.
Go back to the beach.
Bloomberg Television and Radio.
Get
the
off the
minutes show in
internet.
January, some members
saying,
of the
get off
wanted
your-
to include a two-sided
Using too much bandwidth. You guys should
Check
be
in
on
your
vacation.
fucking email and
today, and given the rise in the
Enjoy your vacation. What are you doing?
expectations, how much support for a two-sided policy
streaming
warning
Netflix from
would
the
there be?
beach.
So it did come up today, the possibility rather that our next move might be an
Yeah, just
increase
let's
did
go to
come up at the
29.
meeting, as it did at the last
Let's go.
meeting. The vast majority of participants don't see
Probably
that
won't
as
get
their
in.
base
I'll probably
case.
Gold
And
low
of
a
course,
day,
they don't take
53.
things off the table.
Watching.
Come on, bring it down. A little bit
correctly
lower.
Characterized, what was in the minutes that several participants indicated, and something very much like that conversation did happen. What was your second question, though?
I was just one question there, but follow-up would be, there are a lot of goods besides oil that are trapped in the strait right now, and a lot of supply chains getting snarled. How much concern do you have about whether, if this becomes an inflation problem beyond just oil, whether there's anything
Come
you
on,
would do
29,
about
let's
it
go.
or would do about
NQ,
it,
29.
given the efficacy of
29 can't
monetary
do something for
policy?
me.
You can worry about other commodities. You can worry about all of the ways that
Dude, Microsoft looks
commodities,
terrible.
oil-related commodities, go into manufacturing and that kind of thing. The truth is, it's completely out of our hands, and we just, like everybody else, we have to just wait and see what happens, and it'll come down to how long, the current situation lasts, and then what are the effects on prices, and then how do consumers react and that kind of thing. Really, we
All right, covered another
speculate
quarter
anyway.
gold,
There's
10 points.
Really not a lot we can do other than kind of watch and see.
Afternoon, Chair Powell. Maria Luisa Capurro with Bloomberg News. I wanted to ask you, you said longer-term measures of inflation
Come on, dump it. A little bit lower.
affect confidence
Go.
that
Hour,
will get
here's your
back to
hourly
its
candle.
2% goal. But there are some colleagues of yours who have pointed
No,
to
not
higher
yet.
dispersion in household
Go down.
service,
Apple
and
below
service
250.
as well. So, and that they take as a signal that inflation expectations may be less sticky than in the past. I'm wondering if there was a discussion around that at this meeting across
Come
the
on,
committee,
drill it.
and
Drill
what
it.
were the views of what is the state of inflation expectations and the
All right,
risks
gold just broke
for
low of day.
higher oil and gas
Trying to get
prices.
filled. Yep, there you go. 20-point gain.
At this
Covered down to
meeting,
the runners.
a number of people
Get to
mentioned
37.
and
Are they gonna
staff
not
briefed
get me there?
on short-term expectations having moved up quite a lot for reasons we understand well. But long-term expectations, you
No,
can
don't
always
bounce
find
now.
one
more.
that's troubling or some aspect of one that's troubling. But
Go to the
ultimately,
low.
right through this whole period, the overwhelming majority of the things we look to, including markets, including surveys of the public and also of forecasters, they've all been pretty solid on longer-term inflation expectations being right where they need to be, consistent with 2%. So that continues to be the case. We didn't have a conversation about that. I think everyone does agree.
Jerome said transitory.
Watching those extremely carefully as we see
All these people at this pool right here, like right across the street on the roof.
from the conflict.
And still on how the discussion went across the committee, before coming to this meeting, there were some members who were like discussing
You
the
long
risks
this here?
of a slowdown in
Want
growth
it.
at a time.
I'm
when
waiting for lower.
Inflation remains high. It really doesn't
think you
seem
can long like
that
20s,
most members
but-
are penciling in a slowdown in growth.
No.
But has there been any discussion of the risks of stagflation? at
Waiting
this
for
point?
underneath 5,
People actually wrote up
96.55 on
their,
Qs.
growth forecast by a tenth, and I
Come on
think that's
down.
probably to do with just growing confidence in productivity.
Look down here. Come on.
But so sorry. And your second question was just.
Do it.
If there have been
Hold it,
any
isn't it?
discussions about the risk of stagflation,
Stagflation
scenario.
Yeah, so as I mentioned, there's tension between the two.
I'm officially $200 out of the money both ways on the SPX Iron Condor right here, and it is slightly green still.
This is in a different situation. You know,
I'm
when
gonna
we
put
use the
another one
term
on.
stagflation, I always have to point out
Stagflation's a big thing here.
that was a 1970s term at a time when unemployment was in double figures and inflation was really high and the misery index was super high. Add them together.
Well, that's positive.
The
He's
misery
saying
index.
that it's not the
And
case.
that's not the case right now.
Right.
We actually have unemployment really close to.
Bro, am I just like picking out words he's gonna say?
And we have inflation that's,
You're like 3 for 3 right now.
So
Because we need to use a little
stagflation,
blow off
it's
bottom.
not, you know, I would reserve the term stagflation for, you know, a much more serious set of circumstances. That is not the situation we're in. What we have is some tension.
Even though
That's
the
bullish.
movement's been
And we're
down,
trying to manage our way
he's
through it.
he's been
Bullish.
fairly
It's a
constructive.
situation, but it's nothing like what they faced in the 1970s, and that's, I reserve stagflation for that, the word for that period. Maybe that's just.
Stagflation!
Let the pool know.
Dude, I gotta let the pool know.
Elizabeth Schulze with
Hey, I'm
ABC.
green!
President Trump says that prices
Don't
and
bounce it
Poppy,
here.
Trump.
I know. I just bought it and I got long.
I need this bounce. I
I
need it.
don't have a forecast.
I was trying to get in the 30s. I had limits down there, but I didn't get them.
As you know,
I'm a short
prices
this
for
thing
years.
back
They've
down.
seen an almost
Fuck
$1
this.
increase in gas. How worried are you about households, especially lower
Come
income
on.
families, being able to afford those price hikes? And should people be bracing for higher costs, including for food now?
We don't know how big these effects are going to be, and I don't want to characterize them in any way. Of course, people are already seeing gas prices.
Come on, bounce it more. I've got trims in at 780 and 785, 795.
785 is where my level is.
I don't
Go
want to
short.
speculate about what that might mean because honestly, that would sound
Basically
like
all the
I
way
have
up to
some
the
idea
9, I've got
what's actually
trims.
going to happen, and
Pretty
we don't
high.
think anybody really does. We're going to see how this works out, and I just.
All right,
worry
first
about
trim hit.
Nice.
Come on, second trim hit.
Hi,
All
Victoria
right,
Guido with
I'm
Politico.
about. I gotta go short
I
right
just wanted to
here.
ask, for purposes of the next meeting,
Come on,
how
come on.
the Middle East war develops between now and then, how are you thinking about what might guide action at your next meeting? I mean, if
Everybody's
we
curious,
have
I have my
oil prices,
laptop plugged into the TV over
above $100 a barrel the entire time until the next meeting, is that going to
Come
change your
on.
wait and see stance? Like, what
Wait, your
would
trade is on the
encourage
TV?
you all to move, or is
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
it
Hell
will be
yeah.
indefinitely?
My top stuff on the
We'll have
TV.
to wait and see.
Like I have the HDMI plugged into the TV.
You know, we always say we're going to learn more by the next meeting, and usually we do, but in this case,
Well,
we're
let me
going to
get
learn
one more
a lot
trim.
because we're going to learn 6 weeks to the day till the next meeting.
Oh no.
Fuck.
Buffer.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Get off the internet!
Rage, fucking rage. That's bullshit.
See whether what happens is it's going to be very.
What happened?
We're
It's
going up
very uncertain.
on a
and
Tuesday?
I just want to just remember that we don't.
Oh man, I printed a buy signal. I'm not buying this
We're
thing.
going to see.
So is it a matter of you don't know how the
What,
situation
SPX wanna go
itself is
back
going
and
to
test
evolve,
6660?
or even if things remain as they are, the economy could still remain
Come on, come
relatively
on, come on.
durable in face of them?
Yeah,
94.
that's true too. No, I mean, the U.S. economy has just, made it's been strong through
Go back to 10.
a whole bunch of challenges. I mean, if you go back to 2023 when we raised rates a lot in 22 and 23, and close to 100% of
What's
economists
oil
called
doing?
for a recession. It just didn't
Backing
happen.
up.
In fact, 2023 was a really strong year.
I
So,
can't believe they didn't let us get in down there.
There's your 5-minute 9.
Just doing pretty well through a lot of significant challenges over the past few years. It's been amazing to
What's the
see.
1 hour candle look
And
like?
I don't know what's going to
Wild.
happen in the next intermeeting cycle, and I don't know what's going to happen in the Middle East. I wouldn't want to speculate.
God, you know what? You just gotta start legging into these. I can't believe we can get there.
Hi, Chair Powell. Thanks for taking our questions.
I had another one right there,
What makes
800.
you so certain that
You long?
tariff-related price
I'm short.
increases will be a one-time
That's
event?
it.
I don't think we've seen you since
Code
the
Wolf!
Supreme Court tariff decision.
I'll use code WolfX again if I blow the eval.
None of us know what the extent of the tariff shock will be as the administration
There it
moves.
is. I'm shorting the back
to replace
test
some of
right
the
here.
Tariffs that were overturned. So I suppose I'm curious, what would make you question this certainty that tariffs are going to be a one-time price effect?
I mean, a short 3-minute EMA.
would not at all
Yes,
use the word certain
sir.
about my views on that. I'm not certain. I'm uncertain. But just if you think about what it is, it's a one-time
Come on.
increase in the price of a good, right? And what inflation is ongoing.
Covered,
increases
covered,
this year,
covered.
next year,
All
the
right,
year
come
after.
on.
That's
Give
what
me more.
inflation is. It's not a one-time price increase. There's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
very,
yeah,
very
yeah, yeah.
big difference. The public doesn't really focus on that, but that's the difference. And tariffs.
What do they
should
focus
be,
on, Jerome? Please
in
tell me.
theory, unless they cause people to start expecting still more tariffs
You
the
want
next year,
more
and
than
still more
this.
tariffs the next year. They should be a classic one-time thing. People say the same thing traditionally about an energy price spike.
Jerome, would you say you're a classic
Money
man?
come back down, and by the time monetary policy would react, you would. It would be over. So I don't have tons of confidence on that. I mean, I think that the theory is probably right, but as
Was it a
usual,
reverse Drizzy?
the
Come
time
on.
it takes to get all the way through the economy is just very uncertain. And we found that coming out of COVID, that the inflation
Do
rate
something
was
fun.
larger
Ah,
for the
no,
reasons
no,
we
no.
thought it would.
Yeah,
But it took 2 years
buddy.
longer than we
No.
thought.
I think we're going higher.
So
Fuck
I
no.
think we have to be humble about
Make
knowing
that
what
Go
it's
low.
going to take for tariffs to go all the way through the
I'm not going to let it go
economy.
back
And so
above
what we've been doing
800.
is our staff's been doing. It's very interesting. They started off with just an estimate because there wasn't a real history, and
This
then they
back
built
test has to
based
give
on the
more than
history
just
that they're
like
seeing
20,
of tariffs
25
coming through
points.
into prices.
I think
They
1575
can
is
now
going
have
to be
an
a
arc,
spot.
And for all the tariffs, they can say, well, so we have
Tessie is getting a nice
slight-
bounce off the
slightly
zone,
more
though.
confidence that
That
we will
was
see
a long
tariff
spot.
inflation
You guys know
coming
what
down,
you guys
not
know about
prices,
Zone
but
6?
You won't see further increases, and we should start seeing that more and more in the middle parts of the year. We do expect that. You're also right, though, that the level of tariffs
What's going
came
on
down
outside?
fairly meaningfully in the wake of the
La Flag.
in the wake
Gucci
of the
Man La
court
Flag.
decision. But the administration said they're going to move they're going to get
Come
that
on.
right back up to where it was. So, and we assume that
25
they'll do
points
that over
again.
time.
Come on.
So,
Oh, Jesus. Look at this.
Here we
Look
go.
at it. Whoa, look at this candle.
Hi, thank you. Chris Ruge, Associated Press.
Are we going higher? I think we're going higher.
No.
Of the SCP
Not yet.
in this environment. I
Take it back to 850.
Give me a new low of day, QQQ first.
Before transition. Is there still
Oh, IWM printed a freaking reversal off that low. That was a long.
This guy sounds like Marco Rubio.
for the rest of the year
Doesn't
and
he?
beyond? And does that even handicap your successor in any way?
Don't talk about my
Just in terms
successor.
of having a whole committee expressing its views, is that something that locks them in for the rest of the year?
65, 65,
No, never.
66.
The SEP is never. People are more than happy to change their SEP dots. They're no way bound by them. It's your opinion at a moment in time, which can change based on events and sometimes very quickly.
Is that a jet?
It doesn't. It never locks people in. People are more than happy to be proven wrong in either direction.
Here's the spot again. Come on, there it is. Break through it. A little bit lower. Go, 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 go.
Yeah,
go,
here
go,
we go.
This was, I mentioned
Come
this was a time
on.
when it's very
Feel
hard
it.
to do it.
Oh, by 2 fucking points.
One meeting off, I think. But we don't
Yeah.
have to do that just because it's hard
Come on.
to do. We should
Fill
just
the
keep
order.
doing it. But I just would say for this one, though, I think it's more.
We gotta go
than-
test
even more than
23.
usual Good to take the
SCS.
because subject
They're
to
edging it.
just
Go.
very high levels of uncertainty.
There it is. Covered. 65. Gosh. All right.
Right there.
All right. Stop at entry now. It doesn't go red. Let's see if we can continue, though.
Of this conversation that you're well aware of the history.
Beautiful
of
back
inflation
test.
above
Test
target.
PX and
It
Qs.
seems like that might be what's underpinning the affordability problem that we're hearing a lot about on Main Street. Are there any signs?
Come on. Reverse Drizzy all the way back down. Come on. All the way back
Covered
down.
half.
Especially given that
There you go, Maple.
Yes, excuse me.
economic activity.
I'm long on 20
not
now.
sure
I'm long on
what's-
20s.
What that's all about, but I'll
We
tell you
get
what
there.
I think and what we see in surveys, and that is
go any lower than this,
you
I can
know,
stop that
people,
rest.
there were big price increases.
Come on. Yeah,
All around the world, by the way, everywhere in countries like the United States had basically the same kind of thing. It was a global inflation coming out of the pandemic.
Come on, give me the
People are
50. Give
feeling
me the
like
50.
real wages have been going up in the United States.
Reverse
for 3 years,
Drizzy.
roughly. But people are not feeling like they're not feeling good about it yet, and it will take some years
I feel good
of
about it,
positive,
Jerome.
real earning gains
Feel really good,
for
Jerome.
people to feel good again. We think.
Jerome.
But you're right.
Oh.
But when you talk to people, they do feel squeezed, and there are areas where prices are still going up, like insurance. Various different kinds of insurance are getting more and more expensive, and that's
Well,
just
Jerome, step in,
catching
hit him
up
with the rate hike.
from inflationary pressures that take a while to get to the price.
Put
into the
Fed
price.
funds at 35%.
So
There'll be
we
no
take
more
it very
inflation, I
seriously, and
promise.
We don't dismiss it at all. It's a very real thing from the standpoint of what people are experiencing, and what it does for us is, makes us even more
Oh,
susceptible
come on.
to getting inflation back to 2%.
Freaking edged
on a
it
sustained
again.
basis.
Come on, take out the other one.
Independence play into the ability to address affordability?
Well, independence is what allows us to do our jobs.
2.5 fucking
Half of
points.
our mandate. It's one of our 2 mandates. The maximum employment being the other. I mean, look at
750.
every advanced economy that looks anything like the United States, anywhere in the world, in a
Oh,
market economy, in a democracy, and you'll
Does 729 hold?
pretty much.
No.
Central
You
bank
just
independence
knife through
looks
it.
a lot like, in some cases, stronger than what we have. But it's critical that we have that so that
Spy
we can do
fill
the
it?
things.
No, Spy
we need
missed
to
the
do
cat
them
fill.
to
I
preserve
think I
price
got a
stability.
volume.
And it's
High volume
it's
note
accepted
here.
standard
Yeah, I do.
practice, and I think
6703
there's a lot of
on the
support,
daily
certainly
chart
in Congress,
on
which
ES.
is where our oversight is in Congress, and you see that among Democrats and Republicans in the House and the Senate.
Hi, Chair Powell. Richard Escobedo at CBS News. Thanks
Yeah,
for
there's a
doing
high
this.
volume note right here on the daily.
2 questions. One,
Right at
how high would oil
67.03.
prices and broader inflation have to go, and for how long for the committee to consider hiking rates?
Hold the
And
line.
Secondly, diesel prices are rising faster than gas prices. How concerned are you that the increase in diesel might drive up food and goods prices
diesel,
and lead
by the
to
way.
broader
Diesel.
inflation?
Yeah, I'm not going to give you an example or a specific answer on the first question. We're prepared to do what needs to be done, but I wouldn't want to
Put a stop in at
hypothesize about
784.
That might be. In terms of diesel prices.
Prices.
So your question
That's a new
there
one.
is, are we concerned about it? I mean,
How concerned and whether or not it will drive up, the cost of food and other goods that really rely on it to.
So I think it's a more general concern than that. It's diesel prices because that's transportation of food and things like that. There are just lots of ways that oil and derivatives of oil get into the production and transportation
We'll
of
just start
many
walking.
things.
Have people walk
and
the food
those,
around the country. We don't need to
big
drive.
effects in headline inflation, but things like that leak into core
Horse and buggy.
as well. And the
Next
the
candle,
effects may
red,
not be as big,
down,
but
break the
they're quite
low.
real, and they're material.
Go.
So we are aware of that, and we're watching it, but we're
Go.
at the beginning of this, and
We're gonna get
we don't know
stuck
how
here.
big we just don't know how big this will be and how long it lasts. It may or may not be something that really makes a big imprint on the U.S. economy. We're just going to have to wait and see. Thank you.
Jerome, I've been waiting, brother. Been waiting a long time.
Come on, 750. Fill me.
Thanks very much.
Come on.
Just to sort of stare into the future for a little bit, I was looking at the longer run bits of the SEP. I noticed
All
that
the
the
bits.
growth estimate had been revised up a good chunk from 1.8 to 2, and the kind of long-term Fed funds rate as well. It'd be great just to hear, is that AI productivity or what's going on there exactly?
Yeah, I think it's just productivity. We actually started seeing meaningfully higher productivity some years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, and that's not because of generative AI.
What is the 6650 level? Is there something here?
Due to, but it could be due to the kind of things that people
Holy
did during the
There's
pandemic
something
to
there. I remember
economize and somehow become more productive because there was an incredible labor shortage.
The spot we
But,
bounced off of
you know,
QQQ was pre-market lows from
economic
yesterday.
forecasters are very skeptical of
It's around 597. That's
periods of high
about
productivity
the only
because
thing
they're
I
so
have
rare, and
on
they're
the
often
chart in
revised
this
away.
area.
And for many of us, I never thought I'd see this many years of really high productivity and expect it to continue.
Come on. Come on.
Also down
We
exactly
haven't really started to see
Come on,
the
fill it.
effect of generative AI, and that should certainly contribute to that. So it's quite unusual, and it's this is the
No.
productivity is the thing that allows incomes to rise over time.
There it is. All right,
So
there
it's
it
a great
is.
thing. Was that your question?
All right, come on.
They're gonna take us down to 23.
I know. Come on. Yes. Break the low. Go hit the zone. I'll flip it and reverse it down there.
Thing that should also weigh down inflation over time, maybe then kind of pull down where rates end up. Do you kind of
50 points.
Don't pull on me on nothing,
how do you
brother.
think about where the rates?
I think you have to be cautious about that, in
If we don't
particular if
make
you're
it
talking
over
about
there.
AI, about generative AI. So
New
in
love
the short
day.
term,
Come on.
What's
Well,
happening is
I think
we're
I want-
building data centers everywhere, and that's
I
actually
kinda
putting
wanna
pressure
this.
on
Not
It's
yet.
not a good
Not yet.
spot
all kinds
though.
of goods and services that go into building these things.
596.50 area
Probably
on
pushing
Qs.
inflation up at the margin. In addition, it probably raises the neutral rate. So in the near term, you're not looking at something that would immediately call for lower rates or
Yesterday's-
lowering inflation.
No.
Over time, though, sure, it can be if it's expanding potential output, which is
I have
productivity,
1
high
NQ
productivity,
left.
then
Gonna
it
move a
actually
stop
can be.
more
But I
in
think it's an
profit.
empirical question because it's really is the demand growing faster or slower than the supply side? And I think we just don't know that.
Fill
that
the
answer
gap.
ex
20
ante
points.
going
Let's go.
in. We'll just have to wait and see. Thank you very much.
Oh, tell me not to go long. He's done.
Usually, right when he finishes, something crazy happens in the market.
Did we long it?
No, come on. Rug it first. Rug. New
Right to
lows.
23. I want to rug it to 23 SPX.
Rug
It's
it.
interesting. All the indexes are down about the same, about 1.1%. Minus the Russell, I take that back.
Come on, SPY. Just go fill your gap.
Well, yields are moving higher across the whole curve. They really want to just wrecking ball to inflation. They're going to take it.
Come on, party's over, shorts. Take it back up.
No, not yet. No. I have 1 contract left. One more
Yeah,
lower
absolutely.
low.
Long yields are just ripping.
Oil looks like a bull flag that's about to break out.
Honestly, I want to short the Russell.
I'm definitely not making $9,000 on this account before market closes. We will probably get halfway there, though, so not bad. Come on, baby. New love day. Let's go. Do it.
Yeah, I think they want.
I'm going to add into the short. Go. Go.
There it
Fuck
is.
yeah.
Here we go. Scaled 8 points. ES.
Yeah. All right. All right. All out on the short.
Oh, you might as well fall apart. Fill it. You might as well fill the gap now.
Yep.
It's the only other way I can long. Or if it's back over like 760s.
Come on. Fill the gap. Fill the gap.
Gap the fill.
You think SPX will fill the whole gap before close?
Yes.
It's only 10 more points.
Yeah. Dude, if it fills the whole gap after I just closed it right here, I'd be so sad. All right, SPY. There it is. SPY just filled it. And Q's is coming down to the zone.
Come on. Get down here.
Man, I could have gotten an extra 10 points. Look at this. Ah! All right, we're getting into the spot. This is where I want to long, potentially.
Yep.
All right, flip it and reverse it, Missy Elliott style. Let's go.
We need SPX to come a little lower.
Yeah, SPX didn't get there yet.
Oh no, yeah, this is. I'm looking for before probably SPX fills the gap.
I was just going for the wrong gap fill this morning. That's all. Sure would have been so much easier if they would have filled that one first before they did this. But oh well.
It's long like 10 NQs right here.
Good against this 29.
There it is. Oh, come on, flip it green. Go.
I don't have anything right here. Go lower.
I do on Qs. We just entered into the zone. There it is. Ooh, come on, flip it green. Oh, yes, yes.
That was the extension of the IB basically.
All right, come on. 20 points. We want more than that. All right, I'm going to put a stop in at 25. Hey. Let's go.
Let's go down here.
Don't take out the rest. Don't take out the rest. Give me more. Give me more. Like this.
Come on, SPX. Just drop it 10 points. That's what we need.
No. All right. Took me out the rest. Let it continue. There it goes.
Yeah,
no, there it goes.
Fall apart. Fall apart.
There's the bottom of the zone. I'm about to fucking do it again.
Oh, not right here. 5 more.
Nah, I'm about to hit it.
This is a previous low, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is from March the 9th. This is that low.
I mean, Q's has a gap to fill if it gets under 595.8.
Q's is in a big fat gap fill right here. Come on, SPX, do it.
You're so close. Just drill it.
There we go. Come on, come on, come on.
This is the 0.5 extension of the IB range.
Come on, baby. Come on. Give me a little bit more.
Drill it one time.
No. I'm just looking for a pop-up. So this is my last trade if it can pop this up. Otherwise I'll have to try again lower.
30 minutes left.
I think you get a bounce on if we get the gap fill. We only need 4 points lower, 5 points.
That would be the next spot that I try if it takes out this spot here.
We need like 5, 6 points lower. Come on. Come on down. Come on down right here.
Come
on. Oh, they just can't. Just push it. Watch them just stuff it right here and stop it. Looking for like 84 1/4 ES. Come on, you're almost there. Flash it. Flash in the pan. No, they're not going to do it, are they?
Either fucking do it or bounce it up real quick so I can cover this thing. Or sell this thing. Come on. Hurry up. Decide.
Just take us to the promised land. Let's go. Fill the gap. Here, we're coming in. Come on.
I want one of those like just aggressive, like lows.
Wow.
It's almost there.
In with us.
Oh, look at that flag on oil. Look at it. Ow.
Like the short oil at like 97.09, full port. I'm gonna do it.
Come on, SPX, do it.
Go. Why are you taking so long?
This is painful. Push it down there.
Like, why is it even a fight right now?
We'll get filled on some.
This was the low, like a weekly low from March 9th. This is this low right here. Or it's not a weekly, it's a daily.
I feel like they're just gonna springboard it out of here. I don't know, maybe not.
I hope so. Just go.
I want to see ES go to 32, and then we can try for that bounce.
I want to see SPX fill the gap and NQ sweep under 700, and then go right back.
2-year yields are just spiking.
$1 flipping.
Yeah, look at 2-year yields are on fire. 375 down the 2-year. 10-year is now trading 426 as well. Yields are at the highs of the session. Not ideal for Jerome.
They're holding the bottom of the QQQ zone.
Gold's probably going to break down here if yields keep pushing.
Oh, don't bounce.
I know. It's going to do it too. Stupid.
What do I have? There it is. There's the bounce off the zone on Qs. I mean, if it bounces back up to like 597, just short this thing back down and then go fill this gap and then try the long off there.
Do something. I don't know. It's getting so late in the day. It's almost like
This is an SR flip zone from Monday, March 9th, and then it was retested to close on Thursday, March 12th. That's the only reason why I have this zone right here on Qs. So it's nothing significant. It's a small zone.
The gap fill just makes sense. I feel like gold's about to get rugged even further.
We do anything yet? No.
No.
Shout out to the chat though, chilling with us. Where's the gap fill on SPX? 632. We did hit the 9th, that low. And we're overextended.
I was trying to print a buy signal off this thing. Don't you fucking do it. There you go. Yeah, don't do it. No buy. There you go. Yeah, come on. Slam her down.
Ain't the same no more. Used to be fun, now it's just a bore. It used to be fun. We were ruining our pants.
This is KC honky tonk.
KC, yeah, go on now, KC.
There you
I
go.
like it.
Hey, the song helped us go back down.
Come on, shoot this thing up. Or something. Or down.
I don't know. This isn't good here. This isn't good that it's not like it's just sitting here, closing near the lows of the day. Ugh.
Yeah, I think we see 650 soon, Frank. You know, daily EMA rejection. We need extreme fear on fear and greed still. I think under that daily 200, we could build a base.
Dude, if they could go touch that daily 200 right now, that'd be sick.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Get it over with.
Yeah, I think they tag that 23 low and overshoot it. That's what they should do. Because what do you got? What's the 215?
Oh, no.
I know. It's like they want to bounce it. I think it's NQ's the problem. You got that low at 29, I think might hold. That swing low. Was it the Globex low, I think?
It just wicked into this low one. It's just.
It's yesterday's Globex low.
God, look at that. Right off the freaking cues. You took too long on the initial one. Now you're going to do
So
it.
we're on 20 on fear and greed. Colin says, I'm really looking for dip ads under 10. If you look at the last time we interacted with the daily 200 EMA, that was last year in March. They swept it and then they dumped on those initial buyers. And I want to buy those initial buyer stops well under the 200 EMA. So I'm looking again 650, 650, 640s area on SPY and you know wherever else that correlates on your other Mag 7s.
Come on, rip us down there. If we're going to go, let's go right to 32. Fill the gap. Fill the gap. Fill the gap. They might just ram it right through there, though.
It's just nothing's happening here.
I think NQ wants to pop now.
Right off the fucking zone. Look at this.
Yeah, there you go.
Here. Hey. I'll tag you in the Discord, Will. Look. I have this stupid little zone right there. Look at it.
Yeah, same thing, yeah.
God. And then look at the gap fill right below that big gray box.
Yeah, I know.
They're defending this little zone before the gap. I'm freaking thinking about re-shorting this thing right here.
Back to the gap fill. Probably, I mean, you could.
Yeah, let's go. Come on. Fooky, man. Come on.
I'm just looking at that low from the low on NQ from at 729, which is yesterday's low in the futures. But NDX really doesn't have any. I mean, really have much here.
All right, come on. Step back into that zone. Close underneath of it. Come on. There you go. Come on.
NDX
Accept it.
Another 50 points down.
Yeah, NDX has got to go, right.
Accept your fate.
Come on, do it.
Full Fucking do it, man.
Dude, they're struggling to get the SPX down here. Like they can't.
They can't break it down. It's not bouncing. There's like no enthusiasm on either side, which doesn't make me want to trade it.
No. If anything, I'd like to play for that 23 low. Oh, you do. You know what? I just realized. What's that low at 36 you got? That's why we're held up.
That's
From,
what I was
March.
saying. From March 9th.
Yeah, I didn't
That's
even
what
see
I'm
it. Yeah.
It's this daily right here.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
All right, 15-point gain, ES, cover down to runners.
Like
You look left, it's in the spot right here. Back in November, this was a low as well.
Yep. You're right.
Yeah, and then this right here.
Come on. Go hit the bottom of the zone. Cover. There it is. Covered. Nice. All right. Now can we crack it and go fill? Come on. All right. Equal low test.
Go.
Fucking do it. Gosh dang.
Just stuck.
It's just to fill it already. Ah. Oh my god.
Do we just go straight to 23 in SPX?
There, go. Yes. All right.
Fill the gaps 32, yeah?
Gosh.
Yeah.
New low. SPX by ES. There you go. There you go. There we go, baby. All right.
Hughes is hanging in while this does this too.
New low, bottom of the zone. Now let's see what we do here.
Now you get scared that they're just gonna go fly straight through it.
And just go head for the next gap that's actually below it.
Yeah, just start just like actually just crush.
Crush it to 23. We should just go straight to that low. This should not hold. They should drill it another 10 points.
Fuck it, I'm a long oil.
Oh no. I got long on somewhere.
All right, SPX, you're like $1 away. Just do it. Do it.
Dude, don't.
Oh my god. 1 point away?
Yeah. Yep. I have the smallest little gray box. Here, new candle just opened. Instantly open, red fill, flip reverse it. Come on. Let's do it. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay! New low. It almost filled completely.
Dude.
40 cents? Who the fuck is at my front door at a time like this?
Come on. I hope we just flush this hard into this.
Flush it another 10 points.
There it is, gap closed. There you go, gap closed. Yay.
All right.
Now Q's about to enter into its gap. That would be wild.
That's what I'm scared of.
All right, SPY gap fill, SPX gap fill. There's another one down there at 66.23.24. Q's is right underneath this area here. It starts at 595.80.
I'm about to start buying.
Oh, look at oil. There we go. And there's gap fill test on Q's. Oh! Long.
I just bought a little bit.
Oh, I didn't buy a little bit. Or full port, baby. All right, come on. What can we do here? Come on. Hold the line. How much time do we have? We have 18 minutes left.
Tag me at 81, 82.
Support levels on SPY, 661.72 and 661.15.
Yes, I'm all out.
Come on. Don't
There we go.
Here, yes.
Yes, bounce it here. Reverse this thing. Full Missy Elliott into the close here. Let's do it. I know. Come on. Reclaim 700. Give me 710, and then just.
Yeah, I don't know. The only thing I don't like is we're so late in the day.
Yeah, you got MOC coming too.
Like you can almost like just fall apart into the end of the day.
Go right
Yeah,
to
the
the
levels-
200.
The low from last Friday's session, that's down there on SPY. That's where that next zone is. It looks like it wants to go for it first.
What you have to think about here is a bunch of people are looking, going, okay, we're going to touch the 200-day. I'm not buying here. So why would anybody buy right here?
Right.
Oil, here we go. Nice pop.
I have the 680 right here, 682. Below this, it's like 640s, 645.
Come on, ES. Take us to 23. You should get a bounce at 23.
Oh, here it is. 661.72 SPY. All right, I added long.
Yeah, my average is at 691.
Yep. Added long right here. I also have a contract left on oil too, so it's kind of nice. Gonna move a stop on oil to 94. Big breakout candle here off that flag.
Yes, it's going to get down there. I think. 77.
See, you can't do this on the funded. They won't let you. That's why it's fun to do it more on the eval. Oh, we're not passing the eval today. There's no way I'm hitting 9,000. No way. No fucking way. Defend.
Come on down. You're so close.
Who the hell's buying this right here?
What spot are you looking for on
that low? 23.24 on SPX.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
3.4 points lower.
That's where the next gap starts.
There's also a pivot point right there.
Yeah. I'm saying, like, you gotta start looking for longs down here. This is insane.
I'm just worried that nobody's gonna touch this until we interact with that.
The 200 day. Yeah, I agree. That's very possible. That is very, very possible.
Dude, the SPX Iron Condor has been up 10% this whole time, regardless of this entire move. This is awesome.
Come on, you're so close. Just go there. I don't have time for this. It might just shoot right through it. Very possible.
We got what, 4 minutes, 3 minutes now
Oh no.
until MOC.
Come on, touch the 200 day then, if you're going to do it.
Oh, here it is. $2 away on SPX.
Oh my gosh. No, don't do it. Don't wick me. I'm throwing a starter in right here.
For what, long?
Yeah. Just for a scalp, though. I'm just going to see if it'll hold this. If it holds it, I'm going to scalp it. But
Yeah, I'm just looking for the scalp long into the close off this area. Come on.
I think everybody's thinking the 200 day, but watch it just not get there.
Yeah, just stop right here.
Yeah, and they just stuff them right here at this low.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Because if you're short, you're just going to front run your exit right here. I don't know who's buying
Exactly.
here. But the shorts are going to be, this is full target.
Right, exactly.
You hit that previous daily low, previous weekly low.
You should start seeing some handoff here.
Come on. Come on. Lift it.
Take us to the promised land. I got ES long from 78 quarter.
I have way too many NQ contracts.
That's what she said.
Well, not really. It's under 10, so that's not bad.
You're going to make me Trump.
You're going to make me
I'm going to be a trimmer. They call me Trim Chiru. Or they just rug it and they knife all the way down.
It sounds like I'm in the Middle East.
There we go. Flip it green SPX right off the freaking level. That. And then let MOC come out and just.
Come on, just let's get a little floater higher. A little topper.
What if MOC just sends us down 50 points right here?
That would be bad. I hope it shoots us up 50 points.
Hey, ES got a nice green candle so far. Q's is still red, but. Let's go oil. Oh,
Come
actually,
on,
you
give us something strong.
here. Oil, you can pull back now. And then you can let SPY and NQ go higher. What we got? 10 seconds.
Come on, buy side.
Yeah, who wants to?
Need some buy side.
Who's buying this shit?
Come on, shoot it up.
Oh, weird candle. What we got?
Look at this buy side. Nothing.
Broadcom is a buy side, actually. Cisco buy side. That's like the only two tech names on here.
Come on. If I can break through 700, I'll be able to cover some.
I hate when you're in a position and your like cost basis all of a sudden turns into resistance instead.
Isn't that the worst, dude?
Like, no, we gotta go back through. Like,
my cost basis is right here.
yeah, mine's right
Come
here.
on.
691. I just want the MA9 to trim a bunch and then.
Look, see? Resistance. Look, it just hit it. Resistance.
I know, it's rejecting my cost basis.
They're gonna smoke it right into the 200 at the close. What do you want to bet? They just
Well, like,
drill it.
hopefully they do that on the last, like, this 5-minute candle, they go up, collect some more sellers, and then get down there.
Yeah, hit them with the 5-minute 9 and then rug them.
I'm hovering over the break-even button, so if this, like, pops up into my trims, I can just hit the break-even in case it comes back down here. I don't like this trade anymore.
Come on, shoot it up there.
Nah, I don't think they're going to.
This is
Q's is weaker. SPX is so. above the candle from where the other one closed at. Q's is weaker. Q's underneath that shit.
Look at this 670 level. Look at that on NQ. It's just like, oh.
No, it's gonna die. I feel like I don't know.
Oil's coming up into the resistance around like 94.50.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna go lower, I think. What are they gonna? What are we doing?
Nah, we're gonna rip it. Rip it.
I don't think so.
Do something.
It looks like a sick pig.
Amazon just hit a daily trend line.
Like they need a big stick if they're gonna stick it, or this is gonna fall apart.
This is disgusting close right now. Disgusting.
Yeah, this is not what you want to see if you're a long.
No. This morning, I'll tell you what. Unbelievable fucking short. What was that? Oh my God. 750 this morning is when I was like,
Nobody is touching this stupid thing.
no.
Might see some movement once market closes later on.
Nothing good
See.
happened today anywhere, news-wise. So it's bleh.
Some American airline puts coming in, some 1050s.
Yeah, they just took off.
Hey. For 327 expiration, cheap contract. Someone bought about 200,000 for 32 cents. About 4,800 contracts. Is that right?
Rocket Lab did a secondary. I am buying. I bought 2 this morning. I just bought 10 contracts right here. At where did I buy them? Next a week from Friday's 80s at
50 seconds, this thing may flash down.
On the bright side, Hood is back at 75, and I'm short that. So
yeah 94 cents. I bought 10 contracts of March 27th, 80 calls. Rocket Lab.
oh, MU has earnings.
Yeah, MU earnings.
That'll be a decent mover after the close.
They're gonna end up shooting this higher.
Maybe after the close.
Right here.
Oh, there's the
market close.
No, 5 minutes.
5 more minutes.
Oil's just
Oh,
been.
there's 5
rolling
more
up.
minutes. As Sim would say, we have plenty of time.
Here it comes. Here comes the 200 day.
Yeah,
They
they're
touch the
gonna
200 day and leave a bottom, just a little tiny bottom tail in the market. That'd be nice.
Slam it. You gotta go. 10 points fast.
Pan W 175 calls coming in for March 19, $2.3 million.
Better believe I'm trying to buy it down there. Don't close it here. It's like it's too close.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yes.
close
Come on.
it-
I just want to get out of this.
I know.
Nice work on Hood. Hey, yay. Nice. Nice work. I'm swanging still. Hey, SPX Iron Condor is up 15%. Ooh.
All right, smash it. Fucking stupid. This isn't what the market was looking for.
Parties, yeah, this is like we're not letting you out. If you're long,
Nope.
you're stuck.
Right, yeah.
You got to sell it.
Sell the whole.
It's only there's only people covering, in my opinion. There's nobody buying, except for my dumbass.
It's all right.
And I don't think there's any shorts. I think the shorts covered into last night, and I don't think there's any new shorts. I think it's just fucking
Come on, 200 day.
We could have
They
two
need-
ugly days. Tomorrow could be ugly.
Yes, it could. You're right. Because now,
Plus the expansion into starting to fuck with Iran's gas and petroleum systems.
yeah,
That's when the country, Iran completely comes apart, and they just have to freaking annihilate it.
Damn, close
Not
at the
people, but
lows.
the systems. And then you have starving people. It's not a good scene.
no, not a good scene at all.
It's not going well. Yeah. There's no fourth. Look at this lows. Yep.
Ship it down there.
Oil just hit 94.50.
Boom.
Go. Flash it. Let's go.
Holy drizzy. Reverse drizzy.
Drill this thing. Come on, right into the 200. You only got to go 8 points. Slap it. They're going to do it.
What your mama gave you.
Or they're going to hold 23. That's
Ooh, MU knife candle right before the close.
They're going to hold this stupid low. What they're going to do. This 24, 23.
Is that Walmart? Oh. Walmart reverse drizzy.
I think SPX is going to trade at 610 or 6600 tomorrow. Let's see. Look at
Should.
this. Oh. Blech.
Spine Qs are both down 1.4% right now.
Go.
That 3 o'clock rally we had.
Here they go. They're going to go for the 200 right now. Go for it. Hammer it. Come on. Don't be short like 4 points.
Goes, making new lows.
Come on. Reach. Don't tell me they're going to come up like 6 points short.
Yeah, I'm about to add right here long.
They're going to hold the 24. They're going to hold yesterday's low. Or Tuesday's, whatever that was.
5,
Or Monday.
4, 3, 2,
That's what they're going to
1.
do.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ugly session.
Filled. Order filled.
That was an ugly close.
Mm-hmm.
They wrecked everything. They wrecked bonds, dollar. Look at the dollar. Over 1.7.
Come on, I need to just
But the amount of people that thought that photo I posted was real, it's hilarious.
Oh, there we
MU,
go.
MU.
Okay. Just worked my way back out of that. Somehow.
Oh, yes.
You know how you work your way out of something with stuff.
My God.
MU popping.
Oh my God, their revenue numbers are crushing. 27 million versus like 14 or something. 20 something versus 14. Ooh. Guidance just came out for Q3.
Pop and drop. And chop. Kind of flat so far.
EPS was 12.20 and it beat 9.21 estimate. Revenue, I'm seeing 23.86 beat 19.9 is the official numbers here, or the whatever they adjusted. Buyback? No, dividend. 40% dividend increase for Micron. Oh, man.
Another boring but wild day.
Yeah.
Right, guys, I'm out. I'll see you guys in talk to you later.
All right, see you
Later,
good,
Frank.
Frankie.
Good one, guys.
All right, Chet.
Well, what a day. Absolute knife city.
Oh, man.
I don't want to long this overnight, but
I was just thinking the same thing.
you know, I don't know. Oil needs to calm down. There's just no good news.
Long from where? Because it's probably going to come right back down.
I know.
I
They're gonna
is sitting directly on the level from Friday after hours for where it gapped up over the weekend. It's like sitting direct. It's a 661.15.
Tomorrow just turns into a
free fall.
3% down.
Yeah, ain't good. There's nothing good here. What do you like here? Nothing. I mean, these daily charts are just getting so bad. Healthcare looks terrible. I mean, everything just looks bad. It's been looking bad. Microsoft, that's not good. Closing at 391. Meta looks terrible. I think Meta on the daily or even the weekly now, like if we close down here through Friday, 581's back in the cards. And we lose that, 480 is a long way.
That 94.50 high right on oil.
I mean, you got 2-year yield just ripping higher too. That is not good. And they don't slow down until you get to 4%, and that's 25 basis points higher from here.
Damn, that post cooked. Cooking.
Sip. Tomorrow could just be ugly.
Bro, 383 likes on that post.
On the
Cha-ching.
I like it.
Dude, I walked away. I didn't even know that shit was going viral. Let's go.
Bing bang.
Take that.
Oh, and you now red.
Yeah, not good.
God, look at NQ 630.
Micron red. New lows on Qs. Uh-oh.
Right.
Whoa, whoa.
Here's the 200-day right here.
Yeah, it is.
They did it after hours. No.
Nar.
Nar.
Oh, nar.
Are you telling me to long it here?
Maybe.
Well, SPY's not there yet, but SPX is.
QQQ, I mean, technically it's after hours, but the gap takes it down to 593.50. Which
SPX 6000 coming to a street near you.
Since it can trade till 415.
I'm just gonna keep knifing this.
So I was looking, I was like, we're only down 1.4%. Technically, you could see a minus 2% down. Just a slow bleed overnight, and then a small pop retracement pre-market. But
I could see it like working its way back up overnight to get more sellers.
Yeah.
Or just gap down below the 200 and then your target's along back to it.
we passed 4 evals today, JB. Nice.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
All right, crew. Anybody in the chat got anything else before I shut her down?
We outie, bro. We out.
Later, Gator.
What a day. Back tomorrow.
Weird.
Bing bong.
Bing bang.
There it is.
Bing bang.
God dang it. I could have been short.
All right, chat. Make sure you like the stream. Subscribe to the channel. We'll be back tomorrow. Bright and early. Thirsty Thursday. We're going to do it again, baby. Do it
Gonna
again.
be some big range tomorrow, I think, boys. I think
We'll
you better
see.
get your concrete shoes on because we're going swimming.
That view. Damn, man.